Hello everyone, this is Gorax with another DragonHeir Silent Gods video, and today we're gonna go about replacement, a possible replacement for Astion or someone who can make your Asphalta very powerful and tanky in PvP, and the guy's name is Torin. Torin was one of my most wanted healers in Season 1, 2 and 3. I got him at the first Season 4, the original Season 4, and I'm so happy I did because he was the healer that was missing. I don't have Gulandel, so he did the job before I got Astion. So what makes Torrin so good and basically a great support for your melee heroes, especially melee heroes? You can even make your range heroes tanky as well, as long as they are in front of him. So let's have a look at his skills. At the battle start, he marks and enhances the first ally in front of him, granting them 25% of his max HP and defense. Then the hero gains invisibility for 10 seconds. So as you can see, the hero that is in front of Torrin will gain 25% of his defensive stats, which is max HP and defense. So although his healing scales with enlightenment, most of the time we will build him as a tank to transfer these tanky stats to our frontline heroes, or even assassins if you want them to become more tanky and destroy enemies in PvP, basically neglecting their weakness of being squishy. His battle skill heals allies with the lowest HP and heals marked ally on top of that. When healing marked allies, there's a 100% chance to dispel one debuff from them, so they can avoid the attack penalty, etc., which is really powerful, especially in PvP and PvE as well, let's be honest. Now, his ultimate covers the whole field and grants invisibility to all allies for 10 seconds. Then he casts a spell over time that heals all allies, and marked ally will not be granted invisibility, because then everyone will disappear from the map and that will be just too OP. So the marked ally will stay on the battlefield, but will gain debuff immunity and additional 25% of healing. This makes Torrin really powerful PvP hero and very useful in PvE as well. We will be building Torrin mostly with defensive stats to transfer them to our squishy heroes. So Solar King Horn is a solid choice, and it grants us defense, HP percentage, and also boosts the damage whenever an ally is being healed. And as we know, he will heal the marked ally constantly, so that is very powerful artifact. Some people like to use Gatekeeper Staff for extra haste, which is okay, but that's not that mandatory. You could also use something more offensive. If you don't have anyone else using Chest of Radiance, you can put that in, but I will still highly suggest Solar King Horn. When it comes to the chest, we want Moonlight Mantle, and you can go for either HP or defense. It's up to you, whatever stat you need, but keep in mind we want to boost defense and HP as much as possible. We could also choose Enlightenment 1, but usually we are running 2 healers or 2 supports in a team, so he is better used as someone who can make your heroes survive rather than heal them properly. When it comes to other equipment, there's so many different choices that you can put on Torrin, and all of them are really viable. So if you're looking for someone to mitigate the team's damage, Ancestral Protection set will work really well, as this will reduce the damage. Well, Torrin will take 50% of the damage taken by the allies otherwise. So again, look for HP percentage and defense percentage here, and if you can grab Enlightenment on every substat, that will be really good as well. When it comes to the runes, if you really need to boost healing, go for the Enlightenment one and look for the HP, defense percentage and skill haste here, or change it and go for the defense or HP and look for enlightenment and skill haste on the substats, depending on what gear you have. Negative rune, we will do something very similar, but this time around we don't have choice of enlightenment, so we'll be looking for this. Skill haste helps with mitigating his cooldowns and making them happen more often. Now, as I said, you can sometimes play Torrin, especially in PvE, as a tank, and if you do so and you get ancestral set on someone else and he needs to take this huge single hits, you can put Oasis set on him, as this will grant him haste, HP percentage, and reduce damage taken by 25%. So that's all very, very handy. On top of that, if you're really struggling with heals and you've put Enlightenment on him and you're still dying, he's your only healer, you can go for Mona Lisa setting. However, this set will grant you accuracy, which is a stat that we don't really need on him. However, when he casts an ultimate, he will also heal the ally with the lowest HP, lowest percentage HP by 15%. So it's like the third set that you would really look to, as I would still highly suggest those two, unless we have the Puppeteer set back, and that set will be just too good to miss. So let me know in the comment section, guys, how you're building your Torrin, if you have him. Let me know in the comment section if you still don't have Torrin and would really like to get him. And tell me if you don't have Torrin and you're playing against Torrin in PvP, how frustrating it is when you can't kill the assassins jump into your backline.